Hi there, Derek here for Derrick Builds. If you're like me and have hard water, changing a float valve on your toilet is something you have to do every so often if you don't have a water softener or anything like that. So we get calcium buildup on the float so that it'll go real close to closing but never close fully. We're out in the country, we're on a septic, and so it's real important for us to close fully in order to not overflow the septic system. So we're going to go ahead and change out this guy today. There's a couple of features of this. This part sticks out from underneath. This is the gasket that holds the float valve and seals off on the porcelain. This goes underneath and screws on. If you notice, it has these tabs. That's for hand tightening or finger tightening. And then we will put a little bit of thread on here of Teflon tape. Blue's better than red, tell me otherwise. And so we'll put this on before we put it back in the tank. This slides up and down. This is what floats in, and so when it floats up, it goes ahead and closes off the valve, stops running. Whenever you open up, you flush your valve and it opens the flapper to let water into your bowl. This drops, starts to fill again. This is your height adjustment. And this right here goes into your overflow tank. You'll see it, it's pretty much a direct replacement of what's in there. So you do have this collar here that you can slide up and move in and out for height adjustment, for about 1/2 inch height adjustments, and then this is your micro adjustment, has about 2 inches of play there. So let's go ahead and disconnect the old one, drain out the residual water that's in there, and get the new one installed. The wall, we're going to have a 1/4 turn valve. That way we shut it off, go up to the top side, got button 1 for pee, 2 poo. Press the poo button, get the most water out. I kind of hold it down so that way it drains out more. So remember, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. The number 1 and number 2 hook up to for letting water out. This is what we're going to replace. This is our leaky float valve. And then this is the hose that goes to our overflow valve. So any water that fills up above the line goes through there. And then also that allows it to run a little bit of extra water into the bowl while it's still while it's filling back up. So that's kind of a little bit of anatomy of the inside of the tank. We're going to go ahead and go to the bottom so that way we can remove our water line. So we're set up here. This all should be hand tight. You do not want to over tighten the plastic. This is going to come off. There's going to be just a little bit of water handy, so I have a shop towel to pick some up. You might want to have a bowl or a bucket to pick up the water that's going to come out whenever you remove the next piece. So there's a little nut there. Sometimes you need a wrench to go ahead and get that one off because the hard water has tightened it up and solidified it onto the connection. All the hardware below has been removed. Water has been leaked out of the tank, so we'll pull this up. You can see that's the old rubber on the bottom that seals between the two. So it's time to size this one up with our new one. So we're going to work at doing is getting, you can see there's quite a bit of difference. So to get the float valve in about the same spot, we're going to go ahead and shorten this up by moving this bushing up, which we've already done. So that'll enable us to move this, and we'll get it pretty close. So then, like I said, we have about 2 inches of micro adjustment here. And it goes in just the opposite order. So we stick that in, overflow valve will clip onto there, and then we have one little nut to put on the bottom of our float tower here. Continuing on in the reverse process, we went ahead and put that nut on, and now we are going to hand tighten our water line on there. And then once the water line's on, we're going to turn our 1/4 turn on valve from the wall. So we have it in, it is filled up. You want to make sure that it is below your pipe here. We have some crusties left on our old pipe, and the water's right on that crusty line. Crusties are just caused by calcium buildup in the hard water, so you might want to test it a few times. And, this valve right here will be able to adjust the float height up or down. Like I said, we matched the previous one, and we wanted to have adjustments of about 1 inch top or bottom. So there you go. So it's in, it's filling up to the right spot, toilet's flushing, so I'm happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. For Derrick Builds, I'm Derrick Perrin. Have a good one.